So then minimum 3 keywords also to be given, maximum 1 page with 300 to 500 words. So normally it's a 1-page document, it's an abstract, right? Then contents. So order you have to follow, right? This order. Content, list of chapter titles and sections. List of chapter titles and section. So then list of tables, list of figures. So this list of tables should be provided with the specified page numbers, right? And list of figures should be provided with special page numbers. And if there is any abbreviation, used abbreviations and the explanation should be provided. So now we can move towards chapter 1, right? So relevance of the topic and the necessary of scientific investigation. So then introduction part, the chapter, right? Normally the heading or section heading of the chapter, right? Chapter 1, the section is introduction, right? So then these are the components of the relevance of the topics, practical and theoretical values of the topic, research problems, research objectives, significance of the study, limitations of the study, structure of the dissertations, paragraph indicating the main contribution of each chapter, end of the right first chapter. So that's the first chapter. So then now we move to the second chapter. Second chapter, chapter 2, right? So the literature, right? This part should demonstrate theoretical review of the concept and students' expertise, intellectual capabilities and ability to carry out a survey of existing body of literature, right, relating to the research issues and systematic investigations. This should be mainly based on refer journal articles, other related materials. So that's why today topic is very important, because we are going to deal with how we can prepare the documents with the help of Microsoft Word, including incorporating all these facts in the documents in a proper way, in a standard way, very easy way as well. If you follow the standards, very easy. And chapter 3, right? So methodology, conceptualization, already we discussed. So like that, chapter 4, the presentation and analysis of data. Chapter 5, right? Conclusion, recommendations. So then, if necessary, sometimes endnotes. So then bibliography, normally we call is a kind of a reference, right? And appendixes. And appendixes, sometimes with some documents needed, but not with the right the guideline given above. So then we can provide these end of the dissertation as an appendix, as a kind of a annex. So now bibliography, already I think you covered about the ABS style. I don't want to spend the time. Even you can visit to that guideline also, you can see. So I will touch how to use with the help of Microsoft Word, the referencing and citations also. So now we come again the very important area, technical points for final thesis. Technical pointers, right? Final dissertation must be printed on standard A4 format paper, right? So now this is the right guidelines. So please note that we have to prepare the documents with A4. There are a lot of formats, page sizes available in the Microsoft Word. Most of you are aware about A4. We are using that, right? 210 into 297 millimeter. That is the dimension of the A4 page size. Okay, then now we come to the font size. So 12. Normally body letter size is 12, right? And Time New Roman we use the fonts, right? Name is Times New Roman, and the line spacing is 1.5, and the margin left 25 millimeter, right 20 millimeter, top 20 millimeter, bottom 20 millimeter. Because the left side, maybe you may think why they give a more additional 5 millimeters due to the binding side. It is necessary, right? So the left side. And there may be some highlighting, bolding, separate words or sentences you can use. And page number, important. Page numbering should start from the chapter 1, right? Not with the list of contents, or not with the acknowledgement or declaration of the title page. We start with the chapter 1 only. We just to start this page number, right? The page number, so 1, 2, 3 is Arabic number. Page number should appear on the bottom of the page. So then bottom of the page in the right corner. So right side of the, so that means we like here, you see in the window, you can see in the bottom right corner in Arabic numbers. That means normally we use this in numerics or Arabic numbers 1, 2, 3 like that. Without dot, we don't put any dot. Page period to chapter 1 should have a Roman numbers. Roman numbers, you know this, right? Roman numbers 1, 2, 3 before the chapter 1. So that means for the title, the declarations and other, right, formalities before the chapter, we have to include in this Roman numbers. So then every new chapter should start in new page with a heading, right? Paragraphs and subsection should start in the same page after 1 or 2 lines spacing. And the section heading should be in a capital letters. So that should be section headings. As I said, the introduction, literature, these are the section headings. It should, right, be in capital letters. And the subsection and paragraph heading should start with the capital letters. And the chapter headings may be chapter 1, chapter 2 also in the center, right? Subheading should be numbered using Arabic numbers. Subheadings also, like, so 2.1, 2.2, 2.11, 2.12, like that, sub, right, numbers in this way, right? Any table figure which duplicated brought from another publication should be acknowledged in the bottom. We should give a full, right, the reference details of the figures or table. If we use from other applications, we have to give. And one more thing, tables, figures must be numbered and have names as well. So then very interestingly and importantly, you have to note that the object must have a numbers. If there is more than one of each, say for example, table 1, figure 1, right? If there is any table, 2 or 3 tables in the different sections, so then we have to use 2 means chapter 2, right? Table 2. This means chapter 2, table 3, like the 2.3, like that. So then the fonts used in the tables, figures, not necessarily have to match the font of text. So you can use a different font also if you want. The table title should be right aligned. Table title should be right aligned and written above it, right, above the table. The table number should be written above its title and right aligned of the page also. The table number should be written above its title, right, and right aligned of the page. Then the number and the title of the figure should appear below the objects. That is very important because, you know, title of the table always above the table, title of the figure always below the figure objects, right? So then that's all. So these are the guidelines. So then I think these are the guidelines we want to follow that. So now we can move to, I will switch to the Microsoft Word right now. Okay. Right. I see these are some sample, right? So then this is the normally, you see, Title page, right? Title page means the heading of the dissertation. So this is a student name. Under the student name, the registration number. Under the registration number, the index number. So then there is some, right, information about the dissertation submitted to the Faculty of Management Studies and Commerce, University of Jaffna, right, in partial fulfillment of the requirements of Bachelor of Business Administration, right, degree specialization in marketing, like that. So you have to prepare, right? So then acknowledgement, the first and foremost, I would like to thank the Lord who is, and then they blah blah, right? Acknowledgement, you can give acknowledgement of supervisors or like that. So then under the student's name. So then letter of declaration, okay, that is very important. I certify that this dissertation does not incorporate without knowledge, acknowledgement any material previously submitted for degree or diploma in any university, and to the best of my knowledge and belief, it does not contain any material previously published or written by another person, right, except when due reference is made in the text. This is the, right, declaration. Then you see signature of the student. Then letter of certification. This is to certify the dissertation on this and that, and right, title and everything. The supervisor, head, and dean have to put the date. So now all formalities, right, over. Now we move to the abstract. So then after the abstract, this is the abstract, explains right, summary of the research, and the abstract should have the keywords. Keywords always below the abstract, at least 3 keywords. So then now you see here, you can see that numbers are there. These are the Roman numbers. So then the contents, list of tables. So then here see, so we can prepare this chapter numbers and this and that, and list of tables, list of figures. So then this is a chapter introduction, right? Chapter 1, the section heading is introduction. Section heading is introduction. So like that it goes. Then chapter 2 also. You see the different formats are there, not in the standard, because here this is not all the capital letters, because this is bold, this is not bold, the right. So these are the things. So then, so now you see this is going like that. All the figures, tables incorporating in the document should be, right, title. We have to put the caption, right? So then now you see, so now we can create. So I think everyone, right, familiar with the Microsoft Word. Now I am going to open these documents, new, right? Can you see the blank documents of Microsoft Word? Anyone?
No, sir.
Sorry?
No.
So then what is the screen you are seeing?
The sample destination.
Okay, then I will switch. Can you see now? Can you see the blank document?
Yes, sir.
Sorry?
Sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, very good. Now you see, most of you know the setup. Anyhow, I have to explain in simple way we can set up the page. So the different ways are there. So right in the, you see now I use this layout, right? Layout security. Oh, yeah. Create profile. Right, layout. When you, right now I clicked on that layout. The layout, you can see the size. Right, the size, the different page sizes are there. Right, we can move the A4. We can select the A4 if you want. We can select the A4. So I will show very short method. You can see the ruler, right, in the side and above side. So then I click on, double click on the side ruler, right? Then the page setup pop-ups there. So in the page setup pop-ups, we can click the paper size. Already it is letter size. Now I click on, right? So now you see the A4 size, right? As I said, the guideline A4, right? A4 size. But the margin I want to give the left margin, right margin. So like that. Again, I click on, double click, you see the paper size margins. So then that margins always appears in the inches. So but I want to change it as a kind of a millimeter. So again, now you see I go to the file and click on the option. So and I will click on the advanced, right? So now I can move. So the display is there. In the display, so measurements in units is already in the inches. Now I change it as a millimeter. Click OK. Right now you see again I go and click. So the millimeter margins are there in the millimeter. So then you know, only the left side is we are giving a 25. So others we give it as 20. Right. Clear? Right. So now this is the page size already we created. This is the page size. So this is better. Before you start your work, you have to prepare the template, right? So then it is easy to you. So some people, what they do, chapter by chapter, they can prepare the documents. Finally, they write to compose. When they write to compose, sometimes they may have some difficulties. They don't know how to give a continuous page numbers, right? Sometimes they have difficulties to get all the right list of contents, list of tables, list of figures, because with the different documents. Okay, if you can have a different chapters with the different documents, Word documents, but finally you can compile, right? To, I think this session can help you to prepare the basic documents. This is the like a template you can prepare. Okay, so then when we prepare, so I have to tell something to you, because you see here in the menus are now, I think in the mouse is over moving. You see that, right? It shows what are the changes we are making. If we are using the int, right? Then this right symbol shows. So we have a kind of a line space, right? If you give a tab, it gives a tabs as well. So one tab, right? These are the simple. So then to begin each new pages or first page, most of the students, what they do, or most of the people, what they do, they write to enter. If they want to go to the next page, they use the enter. But that is absolutely wrong, because after entering, we go to the next page, right? We go to the next page. If we make some changes here, right, that can affect that page. So to avoid this, what we want to do, right? We don't want to give a enter to give a new page always, right? Simply you can do that. Just press control in the keyboard, the control button, and enter. You see, so new page will come. Then the page break. Simply we can give the page break by the layout. Also we can click the layout. In the layout you see break is there, right? So always if you want to give a page break, but sometimes page break is a continuous. So then we want to breaks separate section. It is better to create next page, right? That is the section break, right? Section break. But if you do something that never affects the next page, whatever the sentences you can give, right? You see, if you go to the next page, that right second section always right remain without change, right? If you change whatever here, right, whatever the change we do here will never affect us the next section. So that's why, right, you see the second section remains change. Okay, then you want to use the section break go for a new sections, new pages without any continuation. If you want to give a new page, always prepare to give a section break or page break. So as we discuss, so we prepared the documents. So now, right? So first we have to go to the home button. Already the font is Calibri, but now we want to change it as a Time News Roman, right? Another one, we want to change it as a 12, number 12, right? So number 12. In the initial, if we change, so whatever the changes when we change, if we go for a next page also there, our font size and the font name remain. So that's why in the beginning of the documents preparation, please create, right, the font. So then we created font size, font style, and we want to create the line space is 1.5. What we can do, we can create, you see here the paragraph. So click on the paragraph, right? Right, you see the paragraph pop-ups. So then here the line spacing is there. Click on the line space, 1 point line. Right now your documents will carry the 1.9 space. Okay. So then that I think So then margin also we prepared. Now we want to create a page number, right? So to create a page number, there are different ways that there. You can click insert, right? In the insert, you can go to the page number. So here top of page, bottom of page like that. Now we want to click on the bottom of the page, right? So the bottom of the page also then already default size there. This is the right side in the bottom. This is the center of the bottom. This is the right side of the bottom. So we want to put in the right side of the bottom. We can click on that. Now, yes, you see the header and footer, right? Footer is there. So then we can close header and footer. So we already inserted number, right? Inserted number. We insert a number. The problem is, as we discussed for some documents before the chapter, it should be in the Roman numbers. And from the chapter onwards, right, we have to create the number in the Arabic number. So then how to, because, if we give here, so the number you see, I will show you. Screen, you can see. So number, so 1. So then this is, right, in the Arabic number. We want it for the title page and other pages. We want this as a kind of a italic, right? Sorry, this is Arabic, right? So what we can do, right? We can remove this number first, right? We can remove. Okay, now okay. So again, we can see is there any break? Only the page break. Page break is not enough, so that's why we can delete that also. We delete all the Control and A. You can select all the documents. Now I cleared out everything. So now I am going to give the section break, right? So then different ways are there. Now I am going to give a layout, breaks, section, next page, section, next page. So now you see, I have two sections. This one, first page, title page, right? This is the title page. So now I want to get the title page. I put this title page. Okay. I copy and paste for you. Right? So just easy. Title page. Right, in the title page, now you see this is a title page. So then now next again, so then I don't want to go for a next next page, we will give acknowledgement. Right, so then because these sections are continuous, that's why I use the page break only. So that's why I use Control and Enter to the right page break. Now I use this acknowledgement also. You see, right, acknowledge second page, right, and letter of declaration in the third page. So again, I use Control and Enter to create new page and copy and paste, and already I pasted here. See this, right? So again, I create another, sorry, Control and Enter to create another page, and I copy letter of certification, right? Letter of certification. So then I use letter of certification. Then I copy the abstract. So then here I Control and Enter, I create a new page. So then I pasted the abstract, that also, right. So far we created this. Now we want to create another page for the table of contents, right? So then another page, list of tables. So another page, list of figures, right? Another page, now you see. So these are the pages so far we created. the different section. Altogether, there are 10 pages. I want to see. So if we zoom in, right, we can get. I want to create. Right. Right after this page, we can create the next page. So that's why we can go to the layout and break and next page. So then next page, so we want to begin with the center, right? We can click our home page and we have to start the chapter, right? Chapter 1. So then you see, as I said, we have to follow the fonts always. So select all. We can go for a right Time News Roman. Right. These are the right first section of the pages. These page numbers should be in the Roman number. But this chapter one, right? Maybe, yeah. Introduction, right? Introduction chapter. So maybe we can put introduction chapter. Introduction chapter also we can put. So then sometimes we type in a small letter. You just go here, you see, you can move, you can see the movement of the cursor and you see the capital A and small a, and then there is an arrow. When we click on that, we can get some right menu. So then uppercase, right? So we can create this. Okay, now what I am going to do, I am going to give a page number here. I want to see the different sections, right? These are the sections created, right? This is another section. This is another section. This is the new section because here we give the previous page, we gave section break, right? We gave a section break from this page. So that's why next page is a new section. So now I am going to give a page number here. Insert, right? You see page number, bottom of page, right side. So then, okay, we gave the number. So problem here, so we can close this here, right? But you see, this is an Arabic number, right? Arabic number. So how we can change, right? Right click on that, also you can see the number, or here page number, you see format page number, right? Here you see number format, we click on that, we can click that Roman number, and now you see this, we see Roman number 1, 2, 3, 4, right, 5, 6, 7, right? But here you see, so far you can see this is right in the Roman number. But here you see this section, so number in Arabic number. Again, I click on that number and click on the page number format, right? Upper left corner, you can see page number and format page number, and start, you see page numbering, start at 1, right, and close, right? So we can get separate number here onwards. From this chapter onwards, we can get, right, the new page. When we create a new page, so then we can get the Arabic numbers, normal 1, 2, 3. So the problem sometimes some students may face, so the problem is when we click here, right, in the bottom of the right footer, when we right click, it leads to the page. So the link to previous, we want to remove that, right? So sometimes if it is active, so that can, right, carry the previous number. So that's why always make sure it is not linked, right? Do you want to delete this header footer and connect to the footer in the previous? No, right? So that's why now you numbered without any problem, because two different numbers in a one document we can give, and continuation also no problem, because we can start from the first number, right? So far okay. So now we created the section break and other things. Now come to the point here. You see, when we create these documents, we can use the enter here. You see, page break is there. We can see the styles of the documents. Always it is better to use the body style. Here the body text is normal. So normally we can click on that and right click on that, modify. So when we click on the modify normal, so we can change it as a Chinese Roman, always 10, right? Always we can give a justified, right? Select. Line space also you can give in the format, and then the paragraph, and the paragraph we can click on the 1 point line, 1.5 line. And if you want to give the space after 8 point, okay, we can leave it, otherwise we can change, right? 6 also you can give. So now you see this is the, right, the normal template. When we click here, automatically the normal, this is because I am going to give it as a right, again we click on modify, so normal, so like that. We can write now, check on that. Right, the chapter 1, right, the chapter 1, this is the section heading. So then this is the body text. So I will copy, right, on chapter, right. So then so the different formats are there. Now we want to make sure how we can make sure the documents format. So this chapter 1 we have to give the heading 1. So that's why you can click on the heading 1, right? We modify the heading 1. We can change the color to automatic black. We can change it as a 14. We can change it as a Chinese Roman. We can give it as a bold, and we can give it as a center, right? Right. So then modify, because we don't give a numbering. Heading 1, heading 1, right? Numbering none, right? So now you see heading 1, chapter 1. This is introduction is the second, right? So then we can give it as a, right, heading, right? Heading 2. This is a heading 2. So then we can click on that and we can modify it. Again, we can go and we can change it as a automatic, and we can change it as a 12, and it's a Chinese Roman, and it's a black, bold, and center. Okay, right. Introduction also. Modify, so bold, right. So now you see subheading 1, subheading. Again, we want to modify it as a black, right, and Chinese Roman. So then we can give this left side alignment, right. Start with 1.2, right? If you want, we can give a numbering manually, or 1.1 we can give, right, background, because in chapter 1 introduction is 1, right? 1 is introduction, so 1.1 background. So then this is a body text. Body text we have to give it this, right? We can click here and we can modify. So we know Chinese Roman and other things, and only thing we want to go and check paragraph line spacing. So after that, and it is 1.5 line, and right. And we want to make sure again we want to go and modify, and it's justification we have to give, right. So then now what will happen, every time when we are making a new heading, so like that, automatically it works. As we can copy and paste, or we can type, and you see it is not here, but we can click on the body text automatically, right? That will make body text, right? So now we see now 1.2. We are going to give it as a 1.1. Already we give introduction, the background, right? Background. Now we again is a problem statement, right? So then the problem statement we want to make sure then heading 1.3, right? Problem statement. When we click on the style, automatically that creates a problem statement. So then we can paste, right? We can copy, paste program statement. So then we can copy research questions, right? Research questions. So when we copy here, it is not in a line like that. So what we can do, I click on that and click on the heading 3, automatically that goes, and we can have other numbers, right? So now I am going to, so like that you can create the first chapter. So now I am going to move to the next second chapter. So what I want to do, so then I control and enter, so then that will create a new page. So then I will copy the second chapter. these are some right text for the check constructor. So I paste here, right? You see. So then what I want to do, that I want to click on the chapter, first chapter, right? The heading 1, right? But that is not the capital letter. So then I modify again, click on the format, click on the font, and make all caps, right? Right now, so we can update heading like this, and this one is a heading 2, right? So then the size is normal. So then this one is a heading 3. That's why it's from the second. So then we can click manually. We can put this 2.1. So like that, automatically that will take. And this one is a body text. Then this one also body text. We can reduce the spaces. So this one, the heading 3, right? Heading 3, but you see number is from the 2.2, right? So like that, you can create a second chapter. So again, I click on and I move to the chapter 3, methodology, right? So again, I click on the, you see heading 1, click on the heading 2, right? Then I click on the body text. So I can right body text. So we can type here the methodology is a conceptual models, like that. We can put the titles 3.1. Research design and methodology. Again, we can give the introduction there, conceptual framework. We can give right conceptual framework. Conceptual framework, and I want to give it as a heading 3, right? Heading 3, 3.1. So then we can modify. If we have any problem, we can go and see, and we can check the numbering also problem here, right? So none, we are not giving any number, right? Okay, right. So we can type here about the conceptual model. Right. So then we can put another items. Hypothesis. Hypothesis also we can give it as number 3. That one number 3.2. So then these are the right hypothesis, just 1 inches inside. So you see in the table there are some intent we can move here, right? When we change this, automatically we can change the places. So that is the purpose of the indent. I think most of you know that. So like that we created. So now we create and data chapter for data analysis and presentation. So here I click on the heading 1, click on the heading 2, and enter. So that also introduction, demographic, gender. So like that. Right. Right. So then we can use this one for one heading 3. We can give it as a 4.1. So this one is 4.11. Again, as I said, the table always, the title, right, maybe here. So before we make sure to insert the citations, now I want to insert this table and figures in the list. We want to prepare that. Okay, so far we prepared these titles. We want to create a list here, list of tables. Right? Table of contents. Table of contents. Right, now I click on the references and insert the table of contents. So then there is a format, there's different formats there. Now I click on the format, now you see. So it's neatly put the numbers, right? So it put, so then the first page, the impact of perceived, right, crowding on customer choice of supermarket, then acknowledgement, second pages like that. It puts, right, we can clear this one. No, I did. So then chapter 1, right, introduction, background, problem statement, research questions, literature review 2.1, 2.2, methodology 3.4, chapter 4. So, right, actually this is not the table, gender, so 4.1.1 also it's source. But now we want to have the list of tables. So to have a list of tables, we want to make sure when we are preparing the tables, right here, delete this table and you see reference, insert caption. So then we can label, we can give it as a table, right? So this is a table, right? So now it is a table is there. So what we can do, we can format this normal Times Roman without interest, so pen, so like that. So font size also you can. Font size also we change. Color also we change. Right, this. So then this caption we want to edit this one, right? Go to the caption and insert caption. Insert caption, table, numbering. So format, numbering, heading, also like that, right? right? This is the way we want to create these captions to the table. Now we can go in the table, right? List of table. Reference, insert table of figures, tables, right? That will, right, appear in the list of tables. Again, we can go to the figures. Say for example, age category. If we put some figures, right, then the page not enough, then we can go to the next page. Right. Here also we want to insert reference, insert caption. You can change it as a figure, right? Page distribution. We can format it. Right. So then we go to that page, list of figure. Right. In reference, insert table of figures. Now we want to insert the figure, right? Figure, age distribution. So now you see, so far we created the documents with the record informations. We can prepare with the section, we can put the number, and we can create the styles of the headings, and based on that, right, we can have a uniform throughout the documents for the headings and styles, and we can prepare the tables and figures, and we can put the table heading and figure heading, and we can create the list of contents with the page number, and we can create the table, right? We can create the figures as well. So then, so far we discussed. Now we want to discuss about some these sources, right? How we can create the sources. Sources in the sense, API style we discussed about. Now you see, this is the source. So we right click on that. We can create edit source, right? In the edit source, we can see Vanninayaka Rantivala, right? Vanninayaka Rantivala. So then this is the title of the page. This is the journal. This is the year. this page appears. So all bibliographic information pages here. So then, right, this is the journal articles, book sections like that. Or I think already you discussed about. Right, something is Wikipedia. Okay, let's see how to do the numbering. Already we discussed about. Now I am going to use this introduction as a section heading, and I want to modify this. We assigned the heading 2, so then I will use it as a list alignment, right, left alignment, right, and now I am going to give a number. So then, so it's we can change this alignment by number introduction 1, right, like that. We can go for a chapter 2 literature also. We can give a numbering is 2, that also we can change here. Then we go for a chapter 3 methodology also. So we have to modify that paragraph. So the font maybe all caps. Right. So we give number 3. Right. So then we go for a chapter 4, number 4, right? So now we have given the numbers to the right. Already we give the sub numbers as well. Here some space also there. We can delete, right. So now we are going to give this is the right gender table. So table number 1. So click the reference, click to the insert caption. So now we can select this a table, and the numbering also we have to give include number. So then we started the heading right 2, because in the introduction the first number we provided the style from heading 2. So that's it. Click OK, right, close. So we write to give a table number. So then this table number also, because some different styles there, we can, if you want, we can manually we can edit, right? We can change to a number, right? We can change the color. Otherwise, you can select this one, and here you can modify another, right, caption. Caption, we can modify the caption. Modify caption. Its number is automatic. Size 12 without italic. You can give bold. Right now, you see number we assign. Right, automatically that will whatever the table when we create, it will create. So then another table also we can create, right? We can copy and we can paste another table. So we can paste another table. So if the tables little bit big, we can use the size. So you can change table right sizes. Otherwise, you can reduce by changing the size of the height of the rows. Right, we can change. So now you see we have to give the table number. Again, we can go and insert caption. Already is there, right? Automatically that created the number section. So chapter 4, table 2, right? Because we have given the number here automatically. The right, this 4 means this. You see, this 4 is a heading 2, right? Heading 2, that is the section begins with the numbering because we've already automatic numbering being given. That's why 4. So that's why whatever the table we give here, automatically that creates under the right chapter. So that's why 4.1, 4.2 tables created. Now we want to right update the table, right? Table, list of table, but here we can already we created. So now we update entire table, right? Table 4.1, 4.2, summary of reliability and validity. So then page number also there. The same thing we can use for the figure as well, right? Figure also you see already one figure is there. So that figure also you see here. So that also under the chapter 4. So then it should begin with the open. So then we can delete this one here and referencing and insert caption. We can change it as a figure and numbering. So getting 2, right? Okay, okay. So then now you see it also there. Then this also we can change in the caption already, right? The caption is there. So now we want to update that figure also. Here we can visit to that, right? Table figures, right? Update the field in the table and there, right? So then list of figure also 4.1 head distribution. So now you see list of tables. You can use a bold, right? References also in the bottom because so we prepare the reference list. Now we want to study about how to prepare the reference list. Say for example here, say for this is down 1988. So like that here we want to give us some citations. So then again we go for reference. So manage sources. So that is normally it's a base database about the sources for the citation references. These are some for this purpose I prepared something here. You see some sources are there, right? So then edit this one. We can go to this report, right? Report title brand finance report year 2019, published in Sri Lanka, so Colombo, like that. So we can use if we want, we can create the insert citation. So brand finance report, the report is is there. So like that, we can prepare the references. I think you already learned about the APS styles citations, right? Here, this is the way you have to get the citation. So another citations if we want to give is we can put before the period and we go for an insert citation from the list we prepared already. We can give it this right automatically that appear. So how to do that? If you want to create create new citations. So if it is a journal, click the journal article. If it is a book, click the book, right? Save the book. Say for example, author Kotler, right? P. Kotler P means. So then we want to say about Kotler. If you know the full name, we can give it Philip. Otherwise P, right? So then we can delete if I want only the Philip Kotler, right? So we can say it's a corporate author and title marketing management year 2016 city, right? Chicago or New York or somewhere else. We can put any city, right? Publisher normally PSN, right? So then like that, we can, if you know the details, you can create here. So automatically, you know, the bibliography entries will look like this, right? If you have any issues, we can edit. So we want to think about what is the style. So now here, say anything, if you want to insert here, Philip Kotler, the citation we created here, marketing management, automatically that citation will appear. So end of the chapter, we can include the reference, right? So then if you want to update the citation bibliography, automatically the citation we created will appear here, Butler marketing management here, yes, in education. So this is the way we can create the references using the Microsoft Word. There are some softwares available, right? Free software like Mendeley, right? You can use, but if you don't have that software, you can use the Microsoft Word because it will consume time because we have to give all these, right, resources. We have to prepare the resources master list. We have to prepare, right? Whatever the, if it is a journal article, we can create the authors, title, journal name, year, pages. More information we can give, right? The year, the month, the day, pages, editors, so like that. So volumes, so everything. A publisher, volume, issues like that. If you know the details, you can give. But the recommended fields in the red asterisk, so we can prepare the master list and we can place wherever we need in the citation in text. Within the text, we call it as an index citation. So end of the chapter, on that we can create the next section, references. So insert citation, so by bibliography, right? References. So now if you click on that, automatically the references will be placed in the documents.